Bene, il prossimo ospite, o la prossima ospite, fa parte di un'organizzazione europea davvero importante, non solo perché è un partner storico di We Make Future, ma perché è un ente molto importante per tutta l'Europa, che la rende competitiva, soprattutto perché stiamo parlando di spazio nelle tecnologie e innovazioni spaziali. Quindi vi presento la prossima ospite attraverso un video. Venuto sul palco a Chiara Cocchiara, Senior Innovation Officer di ESA, Agenzia Spaziale Europea. Prego. Scherzo.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm here today to talk about artificial intelligence and the link with the space sector. The space economy is now moving towards the future, not only of the space sector, but also and above for all of us here. So the artificial intelligence is playing really a key role for our future. In particular, I will talk about what we do at the PhilLab, that is a division within the Earth Observation Directorate in the European Space Agency. So before we start, what do we do at the PhilLab? Why we talk about the future? So at the PhilLab, we are the unique division in ESA where we go from the full TRL scale, from TRL 1 up to TRL 9. And we do this through two offices. We have the Explore office, that's where I belong, and the Invest office. In the Explore office, it's where we go from TRL 1 up to TRL 4, and that's where we do research. We try to discover the new ideas, we nurture the good ones, and then we develop projects. And then we have the Invest office, that's where we put fundings, and we try to develop new ideas from TRL 4 up to TRL 9. So we are looking more at the commercialization aspect. Just a few numbers about ourselves. We are based at the ESA site in Italy, in Estrin, in Frascati. We've been established in 2018. You know that the European Space Agency last year celebrated the 50 years anniversary. And for this reason, we are quite new. That's also linked to the new technologies development. And we are about 50 members. As of today, we are 44. We have 25% are staff members, 21% are research fellows, 27% visiting researchers, so we host regularly a large number of students, researchers, but even from the industry, that come and stay with us between 4 to 6 months. And other people. So since 2020, you see, we had about 190 people staying with us. Why am I saying this? Because we are looking into the future. We are looking about future development, artificial intelligence. And we do it not alone, we do it together. And this is really the way that we do at the PhilLab. What do we do from a technology point of view? So we have 3 main axes. These are the ones that we see in stage. In the axis first and second, these are really the core business of the PhilLab. We talk about augmented intelligence, and we talk about innovative computing paradigms. In the first box, we talk about all the new development really from AI technical point of view on foundation models. We have digital assistants, digital twins, generative AI, decision intelligence, agentic AI, of course, explainable AI, till the visualization part. We also have technologies like virtual reality and immersive reality. In the second axis, we talk about innovative computing paradigms. We talk about cognitive space, onboard AI. I have slides later to explain you a bit what we do on onboard AI. Quantum computing, HPC, neuromorphic, and much more. So as I said, these are really the core activities that we have at the PhilLab. And then we have the other axis. So when we talk about the future, we don't want to limit. We do not just want to have some pillars and go with them. This is the beauty of the PhilLab. Looking at the future, anyone can come and propose new technologies, new developments, and then we put them in this third axis, and we invest also into them. I want to show you a couple of projects. These are the ones that I'm personally involved in. And these are projects that make use of explainable AI and decision intelligence to bring an impact on society. So the first one that you see here, this is about understanding what is the floods risk in the city of Copenhagen. Copenhagen is a city, you know, it's very much exposed to the floods risk. And we try to understand with a combination of decision intelligence, explainable AI, what are the risks and the way to improve the impact on the city. We look especially on a traffic management point of view. So with these floods, what are the risks for the people that circulate in the city? And the way that then we do is to visualize through virtual reality and to make people understand what is the impact really by seeing it in first person. The second project is more linked to the health part, so medicine. We are developing a model with agentic AI to train a model on data from South America to understand the incidence of dengue and Ebola. And then we will apply this to Africa. We do this because in Africa we do not have a lot of data. We have a lot of data from South America, but we want to understand what is the impact and understand how we can improve the situation in Africa. So here there is a combination of AI, a combination of Earth observation, of medicine, and the last point of this project that will conclude in the next 2 years is to understand the economic impact. Because we know that the space sector has a very large impact on economic point of view within and outside the space sector. So this is one of those projects that aims at understanding what is the impact worldwide. Another example that I wanted to bring is about onboard autonomy and onboard AI. Now, we have new satellites and we have so many data. The amount of data that we get on a daily basis is huge, and the capability to process all of this data is becoming a bit more difficult. So on one side, we are trying to understand on ground how can we speed up, how can we improve this process. And on the other side, we want to understand on board, so directly on board the satellite, how we can simplify the amount of data, how we can make use of raw data, for example, so without the need of processing them, and try to understand how many of those we can delete, we do not need to dump on ground. And here you see 2 examples, so an optical and radar, both for maritime applications. And you see that we perform vessel detections from raw imagery. So we didn't process this data. And we already are able to understand where are the vessels in the sea. And here with the radar, still on board the satellite, of course, you can see in green, this is the ground truth, and in red, our predictions. So we do vessel localization from unfocused SAR data. And this is really important because AI helps us to understand and how to improve data imagery even without processing them. And it looks a bit simple, but for us it's really a huge thing. And here below are 2 other examples. So here you see some disaster monitoring. We do this for understanding fires from raw imagery. So we try to understand and of course able to intervene quicker because when we look into fires, if you need to process data and understand them and then pass them over to the rescue and search team and so on and so forth, clearly there is a time lag that you need to put into account. And in some occasions you want to intervene quicker and more efficiently. So through AI we are able to understand from raw data how to intervene and understand the fire's hotspots. And this is another example on the radio frequency interference. The way that we do this is through neural architecture search, and we have micromodels that we apply to CubeSats. So this is what we're doing today, and this is what we are looking into for tomorrow. So what we are investing on. At the moment, we are trying to work on the expansion of the AI-read data set and try to do synthetic generation and enhancement. We are investing a lot into foundation models, and you see all the variety within the foundation models and the multimodality, benchmarking, interoperability, federated learning, and so on. And then we are looking into digital assistant and virtual reality. Virtual reality is not to improve the virtual reality technology itself, but it is also a mean to transmit to the public, because this is also an important point. When we talk about AI, we are all experts here, but outside maybe there are people that do not know very well what are the results that we are obtaining. And the way to visualize this would help everyone to understand the development that are done within the agency. Then we have explainable AI, pins, scientific analysis, and of course, the last point, we are trying to have an impact on society also from resilience point of view. I just want to conclude this speech by highlighting this summit that we are doing this June. It's a summit from the European Space Agency, fully dedicated to innovation. Of course, AI will be the lead in this, and we will have really a summit that is not organized only by ESA, but it's organized by everyone. So I invite you to check this, and hopefully to see you, most of you also there. Thank you.
Grazie mille Chiara Cocchiara per essere stata con noi.